Hello, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. Today's topic is the convening of the World Health Assembly that has taken place, and the Indian Health Minister that has been elected as the chairman of this World Executive Board. Let's look into the WHO, let's look into the World Health Assembly, let's look into TRIPS agreement, let's look into what is DOHA agreement, and similarly, let's know the One Health approach policy that has been working and being implemented now. Let's begin. Recently, 73rd World Health Assembly was convened, which was the first ever virtual health assembly, the first ever virtual health assembly. So let's know about what is this World Health Organization and what is the World Health Assembly in this World Health Organization. See, World Health Organization, as we all know, is a specialized agency of the UN. It's responsible for the international public health, and the WHO establishes the agency's governing structure and principle, states its main objective, and it is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. We'll also know that WHA is also headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland, and it has 6 semi-autonomous regional offices and other offices worldwide. This is the emblem, as we can see. Let's move on to World Health Assembly. See, World Health Assembly is the decision-making body of the World Health Organization that we saw now. It is attended by delegations from all WHO member states, all the member states of WHO, and it focuses on a specific health agenda prepared by the executive board. So this is about World Health Assembly. What are its functions? Its functions are to determine the policies of the organization of WHO, and it appoints the Director General. It supervises the financial policies, and it reviews and approves the proposed program budget. These are the main functions, and as I said, it is held annually in Geneva, Switzerland. This is what we come to know when we know World Health Assembly. Now, when we saw here that the agenda is prepared by the executive board, let's see what is this executive board that we are talking about and what comprises of these executive board. See, this is the executive board under the World Health Organization, and the governance is seen by them. So now what's the news is that our Indian Health Minister has taken charge as the chairman of this executive board. So what is this executive board? See, executive board is composed of 34 individuals, technically qualified members in the field of health. So thus our health minister has been appointed here. Then they are elected for 3-year terms. They are elected for 3-year terms, 3-year terms here, and it meets at least twice a year. So this board meets at least twice a year, and the primary function of this board is to implement the decisions of World Health Assembly and advise and facilitate its work. These are the functions of the executive board, and chairman post is held by rotation for 1 year. We'll see what. See, chairman post, the post which Indian Health Minister has been chosen now, this chairman post is held by rotation for 1 year. For 1 year, and how? See, among 6 regional groups. Who all are they? See, one could be your Africa, another could be your America that you talk of. Then you could have Southeast Asia, right now India here. Then we can have Europe, that is Germany from here, and then we can have Eastern Mediterranean, which is here, and then the Western Pacific. So all from these 6 regional areas, the chairman post is selected, and then this chairman post is held by rotation every year. So this is the WHO executive board that we talked of. Now we have to see what are the key outcomes of the World Health Assembly. See, it adopted the resolution for impartial, for independent and comprehensive evaluation of the WHO's response to the pandemic, and we all know what kind of response WHO had given and what all is the controversy that has been going on. So it adopted the resolution for impartial, independent and comprehensive evaluation of whatever the WHO's response has been to the source of the coronavirus. So this is what World Health Assembly adopted. Then what did it adopt? It specifically mentioned to evaluate the actions of WHO and their timelines pertaining to the COVID-19 pandemic. So this is what World Health Assembly came to. It said that we will evaluate the action of WHO, the response of WHO impartially, independently, and comprehensively. So this was one. And then it called for universal, timely, and equitable access and fair distribution of all quality, safe, essential health technologies and products in response to COVID-19 again. So both the points were regarding COVID-19, and the third was what? The third point was that it called for removal of the unjustified obstacle inconsistent with the agreement on TRIPS. This is agreement on TRIPS, and it says that it calls for the removal unjustified obstacles inconsistent with the agreement of TRIPS that is there, and its full form is trade related aspects of the intellectual property rights, which came into force since 1995. And it also called for the flexibilities within the DOHA declaration on TRIPS agreement and public health. This is the DOHA declaration on TRIPS and public health. What does it say? See, it was adopted in 2001, 14 November 2001, Children's Day, we all know this, and by World Trade Organization members, by the WTO members. It was adopted by them. And why was it adopted? To clarify the ambiguities between the need for governments to apply the principles of the public health and the terms of TRIPS that we actually saw in the last page. So the TRIPS agreement should not prevent members from taking measures to protect the public health. This was there, and this affirms that this TRIPS agreement is not violated. This was DOHA declaration. Before we complete the whole topic of WHA, we need to see one more thing. Let's quickly go through that. See, there is one small topic called One Health approach, which WHA has called for when it said that they are calling for identification of the zoonotic sources of the virus as part of a One Health approach. So what is happening is that zoonotic diseases that we know are caused by the germs that spread between the animals and the people, maybe when they interact with them, maybe when they start domesticating them, or maybe when they consume these animals. So what is happening is that WHA has called for this One Health thing, that is a collaborative, a multi-sectoral and a transdisciplinary approach which works at all the levels, at local, at regional, at national and global levels, with the goal of achieving the optimal health outcomes. See, One Health approach is there. So health outcome is only what we require, that is the goal. So it is a collaborative. Why collaborative? Because collaborative. It collaborates with all three of them. Then it says it is multi-sectoral. See, this is one sector, this is another, and this is another. So multi-sectoral and transdisciplinary approach, working at all the levels, which gives them the fact of achieving the goal, that is the optimal health outcome. And then it also recognizes the interconnection between people, animals, plants and their shared environment. This is One Health approach which has been called by WHA, and this is a good kind of approach that we actually need to know for our exams, because we wouldn't want to remain unanswered when we are asked for it. So this is it with today's topic. I hope it was helpful to you. Thank you for watching. Let's meet soon for another video.